Bismillah, Bismillah, Adaman, Adahim, which means in the name of God, the gracious, the merciful, the beneficent, the creator of the worlds, my Father God, Allah, Abba, the one to who praises forever due. I come to y'all in peace and blessing. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's day. Tried to make the best out of y'all's day. I hope you learned something today. Uh, you should be learning something every day. Uh, Hosea chapter 4, verse 6 say, my people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. Where you'll be surprised, man. You learning something every day, rather good or bad. You like antenna, you like electrical, or you like a receiver, and you're always picking up on stuff. Even little children be picking up on stuff. They be learning good or bad. You know what I mean? Y'all can tell. I was about to say something funny, but I caught that in my head real quick, real fast. But yeah, you learn it one way or another. It's good to be learning the right things. You don't know what to know who you are. To know who you are and whose you are, that is supreme. You hear me? Many people never get to understand who they are uh, or whose they are. Uh, they never really try to understand themselves. And this is a growing process. Nobody understands themselves 100% all the way. Even as you become, I like what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He said a person really don't start learning, figuring out life until you like 80. You know what I mean? Most of us don't make it to see 80. You know what I mean? That's when like a person really start like wisdom start kicking in. You don't gotta wait till 80. I'm just saying, as far as like to make it to be at the right stage, it's like 80. You know what I mean? Most of us don't make it that far though. But that's when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, person really truly ready to learn at the age of 80. Most of us don't make it that far. But as a young person, uh, you know what I mean? Keep on learning. If keep on paying attention. You need to know as much as you can, because one of y'all can fix the condition we in. Man, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote something in the book. Bro, listen to me. If any one of y'all brothers and sisters can work with each other and stick together, y'all can flip the tables overnight, man. It wouldn't be no more people who broke. We ain't gotta hustle. We ain't gotta steal. We ain't gotta do no OnlyFans, no CAD, no wild crap, bro. Listen, how many black people is it in America? Where we don't know, do we? How come we don't know those numbers? Those numbers we ought to know. How many black people is it in America? Somebody need to raise the question. Not only raise the question, need to get an answer. Need to have a poll and get the people to come together, like this and that, like to get the people like who on board and do what? Let's say we got 15 million black people who, that's a small fraction. I'm quite sure it's 4 times as much than 15 million. Let's say we got 15 million black people. All right, now what? Everybody put in $1. That's $15 million. We all millionaires instantly. You hear me? You telling me out of 15 million people, we can't find one person who can manage money? What we gonna do with the money? This what we gonna do. Out of 15 million people, if everybody put in $1, that's 15 million we all got automatically. We can go to the bank, put that 15 million in the bank, then go get a loan, draw that money right back out the bank. You hear me? All right, bro. Now we got 30 million. We can keep on doing this. There's like 5 or 6 different ways I can talk y'all head off. But it takes teamwork to make the dream work. I'll be speaking a lot for nothing. Uh, but let's say not use the bank. People thinking I don't trust bank or whatever. We got 15 million black people. All right, everybody put in $1. We got 15 million. Let's do this. It's a lot of people homeless and this and that, and we worry about rent, this and that. Everybody come together, bro. Everybody come together. All the 15 million people, where we all gonna live? We gonna figure this thing out. We gonna break up. We gonna break it up piece by piece, get enough land. We can build the jump, bro. Like we gotta thug it out for a little bit. If we can thug it out for a little bit, stick together for a little bit, bro. We can draw in income. I'm gonna break it down to you real simple. For my Mexican brothers, they got this down pat because they understand this. Let's say you just now heard me say, let's say we got 15 million people. You hear me? Everybody put in $1. We instantly 15 millionaires. Between 15 million people, everybody put in $1. All of us are 15 millionaires. We gotta work together as a unit, my boy. It's strength in numbers with $1. Nigga, we 15 millionaires off of $1. If we put it all together, we gotta work together though. Gotta work together. Off of 15 million people. If we all put in $1, my boy, we got more. It's people who homeless who got $1. You know what I mean? It's people who on the street who can put in $1. Instantly, 15 millionaires. What we gonna do? Ain't no more homeless. Ain't no more no food. This and that. Time to think. We ain't gonna get the money right back to the people. What we gonna do? That's what we gonna do. We all gonna come together. We gonna find a living course. You know what I mean? Like a house I'm in right now, bro. I'm solo. Probably like 20 people could fit in here. Like word, 20 people could fit in here. We can space it out, and we ain't. You know what I mean? This what I was gonna say. I'm breaking down math. To break down math to you, and listen, it's not bad as it seems. It's more than enough space. More than enough space. A lot of y'all got big homes. They got more than enough space, bro. You got plenty of space that's unoccupied. You know what I mean? Must got stood together for a few. All right, this is what I'm saying. Let's say the average person make like $1,000 a week, which is very very small. All right, that's $4,000 a month. That's not a whole lot. You know what I mean? That's not a whole lot. That's okay to an average person. Many people not making like $1,000 a week. They might be making between like 600, between about 600 to 1,000. You know what I mean? The last 2 weeks, I think I made like 560. Bruh, throwing me off with that bull crap. I'm liking them jobs. Got me working hard and getting paid less. You know what I mean? Where used to bringing in at least like 1,200 a week or something. But anyway, let's say we're making 1,000 a week. All right, it's 4,000. One person making 4,000 a month. All right, let's say you got 20 people in a home. Get your cell phone. 4,000 a month. Each person making 4,000 a month times 20. That's $80,000 between 20 of y'all. Bro, 20 people could easily fit in this home. 5 people could fit, like, live right here, bro. Got a section right here, a whole kitchen right there, a living room right there. 5 people could fit in there. Bedroom back there. 5 people could fit in there. Another bedroom. 5 people could fit in there. Easy. And still easy, bro. Y'all thug it out for a little while. Just for a little while. It ain't gonna be like that for long. Thug it out for a little while. Put your chains together. What we gonna do? That's $80,000 between 20 people. Rent only like a dollar. Rent only like 900. You know what I mean? You probably gonna spend like $2,000-3,000 worth of rent. Let's say you spend. Let's knock out an even $10,000 you're gonna knock out between rent and food throughout the month. You got an extra 70 saved up between the 20 of y'all. You got $70,000 saved up from 1 month. Do that times 12. 70,000 times 12. Because you got 12 months. If you do that for 12 months, you got 840,000. If all y'all working and you making like $1,000 a week on basic, that's $840,000 between all 20 of y'all. And y'all can easily put that to the side. You know what I mean? That's saving. Bills and rent, food, everything already paid for. I took that out to 10,000 already. You know what I mean? That's chicken y'all can have saved. That's between 20 people. You telling me? I know 20 y'all. I know 20 of y'all make $1,000 a week, at least $4,000 a month. A lot of y'all probably make more than that. You know what I mean? You telling me 20 people can't work together? That's dumb saving right there. What you have last year? I bet you ain't have. I bet you ain't have 840,000 last year. Between the 20 of y'all, between one person, it's hard to save a few thousand because when you ain't working together, it's easy to keep on picking apart. You know what I mean? Why you ain't working together? They know that. Teamwork make the dream work. One thing about it, uh, they know how to work together, bro, in a way that we don't. If that makes sense to you. But if we knew how to work together, that's off of 20 people. We got millions of people who work, who can do this easily. We could each put 20 people in a home. Work easily. That's easy. Most and like you, that's this like this the one. This like a 2 bedroom, like one level jumper. You know, some houses much more space than that. You know what I mean? Like word. And you easily put like 30 people in a home. You know what I mean? Y'all could save way more than that. But you gotta think that then you get the land, you get the making, you get the growing everything. You get the growing everything, you get the growing stuff. You get a lot of land, then you build more homes on the land. You X out all that rent stuff. And I'm telling you, bro, you gotta think that way. It takes people of the same mind to be like that though. You know what I mean? Like I just now said, let's say we got 15 million people. Everybody put in $1. That is effortless. That's effortless, bro. That's effortless. We ain't gotta go to work no more. We ain't gotta be a victim of society no more. Y'all worry about bills, worry about rent, you worry about this. If everyone come together, my boy, we ain't gotta think about these problems no more. That's off of $1. Dominic said, "Shut up." Your daily screen that said, "What you yapping about?" Crazy. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Iyyaka na'budu or Iyyaka nasta'in. The first one meant I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. And the second one mean Thee alone do we worship, Thine aid do we seek. Alright, I'm gonna dive on in. I spent like 15 minutes yapping. They said what I'm yapping about. I just did some super numbers for y'all, but it take the people to focus, man. I'm about to read Message to the Blackman in America by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Picking up where I left off, page 86. The title says The Bible and Holy Quran. The Bible and Holy Quran. Which one contains the words of God? Both books are called holy. The word of Allah, God, is holy, and His word is true. Therefore, all truth is holy. For Allah, God, is holy, and He is the author of truth. Without the shadow of a doubt, Allah is the representative of the Holy Quran, not a prophet. In these words, this book, there is no doubt of it, is a guide to those who guard against evil. Holy Quran 2, verse 2. Translated by Maulvi Muhammad Ali Abdullah Yusuf Ali's translation of the same verse reads nearly the same. This is the book In it is guidance, sure, without doubt, to those who fear Allah, God. Holy Quran 2, verse 2. The Bible does not claim God to be its author. Jehovah calls to Moses out of the burning bush to go to Pharaoh in Exodus chapter 3, verse 9. There is no mention of a book or Bible that is found that Jehovah gave to Moses in the first 5 books of the Bible, which are claimed to be Moses' books. Moses' rod is the only thing used against Pharaoh and the land of Egypt, and tables of stone in the mountains of Sinai. The miraculous rod of Moses, and not a book, brought Pharaoh and his people to their doom. The Ten Commandments served as a guide for the Jews in the Promised Land. Where do we find in the Bible that it was given to Moses by Jehovah under such name as Bible or the book? But on the other hand, Allah God tells that He gave the book, the Holy Quran, to Muhammad. I am Allah, the best knower, the revelation of the book. There is no doubt in it. It is from the Lord of the worlds. Holy Quran, chapter 32, verses 1 and 2. Allah says to Muhammad in the same above chapter 32, verses 23, we gave the book to Moses, and be not in doubt in receiving it. We made it a guide for the children of Israel. If Moses' rod and book were given as a guide for Israel, and the gospel gave to Jesus as a guide and warning to Christians, and the Holy Quran to Muhammad for the Arab world, will God give us, the so-called Negroes, a book as a guide for us? Will he bring it or send it? For those books were for other people and not for us. If we are in the change of the two worlds, Christianity and Islam, then surely we need a new book for our guidance. For those books have served the people to whom they were given. But all or both books are guidance for us all. But all or both books are guidance for us all. Yet we must have a new book for the new change, that which no eye has seen, nor ear has heard, nor has entered into our hearts what it is like. We know these books. They have been seen and handled by both good and no good. Certainly, the Holy Quran is from the Lord of the worlds. There can be no doubt in the word of Allah God. But if the book or books have the words of someone else other than Allah's words in it or them, there is no doubt in our hearts concerning the receivance of such a book or books. I should have took that. I ain't take my walk in 2 days, baby. Feel it. I ain't gonna flex. Sat down for sat down. No. I ain't gonna play. Walk be helping like mud. Me and them joints, but here. Alright, what's up, Mitzi? What's up? Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, subscribe button. Give y'all what I got. I love this live stream. I appreciate that, Mitzi, for the positive comment. I always try to give out what I got, but right now I'm reading what this brother right here gave to us. You hear me? It's very beneficial to mankind if really understood. Uh, I was talking earlier. It's a lot of stuff that we don't understand in the people. It's hard in the Bible to say the blind lead the blind. You know what I mean? It's hard to know where you're going. I'm sorry if someone was being mean to you. Who was being mean to me? What you talking about, Mitzi? But it's hard to for people to understand where they going or to teach something that they don't know themselves. But a lot of people still try. You know what I mean? But make a long story short, what I'm saying is, uh, a lot of stuff really not understood. Jesus said, if the people knew the truth would set the people free. How come the people not free? Because they really don't know the truth. But we can read it black and white, Cam. You can pick it up and read the words of what dude's saying, but you really don't understand. See what I'm saying? Because if you did, he'd be free overnight. I just now said something a few minutes ago. They can solve a lot of people's problems. If you got 15 million people and all y'all put in $1, all y'all are instantly 15 millionaires. You know what I mean? Overnight. Overnight. Y'all talking about no food stamp. You too busy waiting on somebody. You want somebody to hand you something. When y'all got the hand of God within y'all to work and can do wonderful things. Very simply. Without with little effort. Y'all ever see like an ant colony? Y'all ever see an ant colony? I believe the Bible. Oh my goodness, that's fine. As soon as I said, the junk popped up and said, the word say, you sluggard, go to the ant. What that verse said, man? Say, you sluggard, go to the ant. I know that's bad. I don't be planning this. You sluggard, go to the ant. I think it ain't hear my English right. You sluggard, go to the ant. It wrote down, you sluggard, go to the ant. I said go to the ant. You sluggard, go to the ant. I gotta type it in. Damn it. I thought I could just say it. You sluggard. Luggard. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6. Just sit back for a moment. You can learn from the smallest creatures of God how you ought to move. If people don't want to move, they want to do this and do that, and they don't want to stick together. They don't want to do things this and that. Go to Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6, and I'm going to show you what the people problem is. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6, the Lord say right here, go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. On that one verse alone, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6 says, go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. A long time ago, I said, them preachers, one thing I do, I like how they do sometimes, but sometimes I don't. They're able to take one or two sentences and make a whole damn sermon out of it, off of just one or two sentences. You know, when I read the whole chapter. Read the whole chapter. That, you know what I mean? When whatever come out of it, whatever, you know what I mean? Come out of it. They take one or two, Johnson could put a whole. If they do it right, it's kind of hard. They just get too philosophized with it. But some of it be fine. If word, the way they paint the picture. You know what I mean? I ain't skillful at that. As far as taking one or two words and just paint the picture. I see the word right then and there. It go for it's exactly for the situation, that's at hand. You know what I'm talking about? All of y'all right here, right now. It's over 15 million now. 15 million of y'all. If all y'all take $1 and put it together, you are instantly 15 millionaires all together overnight, effortlessly, with $1. Y'all think about trying to get somebody to sign y'all to give y'all millions. Nigga, if all y'all put in $1, you are instantly millionaires. It's so simple. You have to go. Alright, I'ma holler at you. Uh Thank you for leaving your comment. I hope you hit that subscribe button. That's the important thing. Word. You know, hope you hit that subscribe button. But you'll instantly be millionaires. Alright? How come the people down as they is? Because you don't know how to work together. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6 said, "Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise." What do you see about the ant? They work together. Ants know how to work together. How come people don't? If all y'all work together, y'all can easily overrun things and get the moving and grooving and do things, amazing things. You know what I mean? But you don't want to do that, do you? You don't want to work together, do you? It's all about me, myself, and not my way or the highway. If I can't be number one, damn it, ain't nobody gonna do it. If I can't be number one, damn, I ain't gonna let you do it. That's how it is, ain't it? Damn. Who you think you is? You can't be number one around here. So it ain't enough room for two of us, boss. Anyway. The Bible is what the title said. The original scripture called the Torah, revealed to Moses, was holy until the Jews and the Christian scholars started tampering with it. And that's 100% fact that they did mess with the word. Today, the Bible, why do you think the Lord said? The Lord told them in Revelation, don't add to it, take away from it. They did that. Why? They did that. That's just a fact. That is what they did. Today, the Bible has become a commercialized book. Therefore, many are allowed to rewrite or revise it. I think when it comes to the word of Allah, God, or a book revealed by Him, that word or book is sacred and should be protected by corruption by the hands of people who care nothing for its sacredness. It is like a it is like a rattlesnake in the hands of my people, for they, most of them, do not understand it. Some believe in that story of the Bible, that the black people are a curse of Noah, that the black people are a curse of Noah on one of his sons, Ham, because this son laughed at his father's nakedness while being drunk from wine. Genesis chapter 9, verses 21 through 25. The black nation has no birth record. There were as many more. There was as many or more black people on our planet in the days of Noah as there are today. The Bible's record of the flood is 2,348 years. It's 2,348 years before Christ. And if the records are true, We are nearly 4,500 years from Noah's flood. If there was no black people before Noah, then that wicked people who were destroyed in the flood were white people. And again, if those were, and again, if those were of that race, the warning of the destruction of the wicked world by fire, uh, the next time is made clear to those whom that fire will destroy. The black people, and especially the so-called Negroes, are now in the very area where God has said to me that the fire, often referred to as the fire of hell or hellfire, will begin, which will destroy the present wicked white race of America first. The sins of the white race are far worse and more pungent to the nostril of God than the sins of Sodom and Gomorrah. The fire of hell is not intended for those so-called Negroes, only those who, after hearing this teaching of the truth, which I am giving to you, and the warnings of our Lord God, will willfully hold on to the white race and their religion, Christianity. The so-called Negroes are made so poisoned by this wicked race of devils that they love them more than they love their own people. It is really because of the evil done to them by the American white race that our Lord God has put them uh, on his list as the first to be destroyed. The others will be given a little longer to live. Uh, as the prophet Daniel says, Holy Quran 7 verse 11 and verse 19, and Revelation chapter 19 verse 20. Believe it or let it alone. The above refers to America. She is the only white government out of the European race that answers the description of the symbolic fourth beast. The so-called Negroes are warned to come out of her, America. Revelation 18 verse 4. Though the truth of Daniel and Revelations could not be told until the end of this prophecy. The Bible means good if you can rightly understand it. My interpretation of it is given to me from the Lord of the worlds. Yours is your own, and from the enemies of the truth. Uh, the so-called Negroes will be the lucky ones. That is, if they stop following and practicing the evils and indecent doings of the wicked uh, and doomed race of devils, whose true self has been a secret for 6,000 years. So-called Negroes, accept your own God, religion, and people so that you may be successful in escaping the fire. Word. Uh, 86 to 88. I think I'm gonna get some rest. I'm a little bit tired, but just to put that out there is enough. Yeah, I'm about to jump in the BED. I ain't gonna play. I could keep it going, bro. Y'all nigga tired, man. uh, but y'all be blessed though. Gotta get up early, and I'm gonna see y'all again. Till then, better believe it. I'm gonna give y'all what I can. You hear me? I don't care how much going on, this and that. I got all I need to know. And I got an extra boost in the gas tank to keep me going. You hear me? I heard what I need to hear. And I appreciate y'all who wish brother luck. You know what I mean? For those who do. But like I say, I heard all I need to hear. Listening. Uh, already be on this and that. Be on next already. You know what I mean? We're gonna go even farther, go even strong. You know what I mean? We're gonna take it there. But I'm gonna, before I talk your head off, I'm gonna catch y'all. All right. Y'all be blessed, man. Peace.